Whether you think you can, or you think you can't, you're right. Anyone who stops learning is old, whether at 20 or 80. Anyone who keeps learning stays young. Failure is only the opportunity more intelligently to begin again. You can't build a reputation on what you are going to do. If I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. My best friend is the one who brings out the best in me. Don't find fault, find a remedy. Anybody can complain. The only real mistake is the one from which we learn nothing. Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off your goals. When everything seemed to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Thinking is the hardest work there is, which is probably the reason so few engage in it. Any customer can have a car painted any color that he wants so long as it is black. Nothing is particularly hard if you divide it into small jobs. Coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is progress. Working together is success. If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. It is well enough that people of the nation do not understand our banking and monetary system, for if they did, I believe there would be a revolution before tomorrow morning. If money is your hope for independence, you will never have it. The only real security that a man can have in this world is a reserve of knowledge, experience, and ability. One of the greatest discoveries a person makes, one of their great surprises, is to find they can do what they were afraid they couldn't do. Most people spend more time and energy going round problems than in trying to solve them. The whole secret of a successful life is to find out what is one's destiny to do, and then do it. You say I started out with practically nothing, but that isn't correct. We all start with all there is. It's how we use it that makes things possible. There is no man living who isn't capable of doing more than he thinks he can do. If there is any one secret of success, it lies in the ability to get the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle as well as from your own. I see no advantage in these new clocks. They run no faster than the ones made 100 years ago. Life is a series of experiences, each of which makes us bigger, even though it is hard to realize this. For the world was built to develop character, and we must learn that the setbacks and griefs which we endure help us in our marching onward. There are three things that grow more precious with age: old wood to burn, old books to read, and old friends to enjoy. A business that makes nothing but money is a poor business. To do more for the world than the world does for you, that is success. There is no disgrace in honest failure. There is disgrace in fearing to fail. A business absolutely devoted to service will have only one worry about: profits. They will be embarrassingly large. Even a mistake may turn out to be the one thing necessary to a worthwhile achievement. There is joy in work. There is no happiness except in the realization that we have accomplished something. The way to learn to do things is to do things. The way to learn a trade is to work at it. Success teaches how to succeed. Begin with the determination to succeed, and the work is half done already. Genius is seldom recognized for what it is, a great capacity for hard work. An idealist is a person who helps other people to be prosperous. I cannot discover that anyone knows enough to say definitely what is and what is not possible. We try to pay a man what he is worth, and we are not inclined to keep a man who is not worth more than the minimum wage. There is one rule for the industrialist, and that is, make the best quality of goods possible at the lowest cost possible, paying the highest wages possible. As long as we look to legislation to cure poverty or to abolish special privilege, we are going to see poverty and special privilege grow. New York is a different country. Maybe it ought to have a separate government. Everybody thinks differently. They just don't know what the hell the rest of the United States is. I am looking for a lot of men who have an infinite capacity to not know what can't be done. It is not the employer who pays the wages. Employers only handle the money. It is the customer who pays the wages. Money doesn't change men. It merely unmasks them. If a man is naturally selfish or arrogant or greedy, the money brings that out. That's all. That the devil finds work for idle hands to do is probably true. But there is a profound difference between leisure and idleness. It is not usual to speak of an employee as a partner, and yet what else is he? Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently. To teach that a comparatively few men are responsible for the greatest forward steps of mankind is the worst sort of nonsense.